Hi, welcome to your mini coaching session. This one's got a lot of depth for me. It's very important to me. It's something that I want you to hear. So it's going to be a little longer than our normal mini coaching sessions. It'll still be mini. And today's topic is on the number one way to not serve those you love. Why would I want to talk about that? Well, I don't want to talk about it, but I got to talk about it because I did it way too much in my own life. So if you are like me, anything like me, I love serving other people. If you love serving other people, put in the comment section right now, serving others. If you're anything like me, you love making others feel good. So if you like making others feel good, write the words, making others feel good. I'm open to saying this now, but I wasn't always. I love to be liked and I liked to be loved. Yes, that is true. I love being liked and I like being loved. And for the longest time, I tried to change that about myself. And I'm finally to a point where I'm like, that's a no-go. I just like it. I'm not going to try to justify for it, but I want to make sure I don't make my desire to serve others a debilitating experience. So I identify as an empathetic servant leader. That's I'm okay putting that identity on myself. But if you also identify as an empathetic servant leader or anything like that, then type empathetic servant leader inside the comment section. Why am I having us do this? Because I want you to realize, number one, you're not alone, like a good song, right? You're not alone. You're amongst amazing company here in the Gratitude Slam or in this email that you're getting right now. But here's the thing that got in my way wanting to serve others so much. In the past, no matter how much I served, I didn't feel good for very long as I served other people. It was like I was eating and eating and eating and never getting full. I went for years like this, serving and serving and serving and serving everyone else. But at the end of the day, I still didn't feel like I was enough or giving enough or good enough for the other people. I was doing that for a good 30 years. Put in the comment section right now, how many years have you been serving and serving and serving and serving, but at the end of the day, you go to bed and you're like, I feel like crap. How long has that been going on for you? So it took me way too long to come up or realize one simple solution. I can't say I came up with it. Some bunch of people had to tell it to me. And it's what you hear me say a lot of times in the Gratitude Slam. You can't give to others what you don't give to yourself. Said another way, you can't invest in others if you don't first invest in thyself, in yourself. I kept serving others, fueling others' gas tanks, filling other people's water glasses, feeding others. Again, I'm speaking in an analogy here, but I guess I'm also speaking, in reality too. And every time I did it, I kept coming up empty time after time. Now, yes, I'm telling a story about myself, but I'm telling you it so you can see yourself in this story. Unfortunately, it took me to hit rock bottom until I was forced to take care of myself. I had no other choice. But I don't want you to hit rock bottom ever again. But what I realized after serving and serving and serving and numbing myself to my own needs and not investing in myself and not taking time for myself was I came to the realization I can't invest in others the way I want if I don't invest in myself first. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh God, it sounds so easy to say that, Cedar, right? Investment could look like something as simple as taking time for myself. Investment could look like saying no to some people so I could say yes to others. And I know for many of you, that's probably scary AF. And then there was actually the investment of investing energy, time, and money in learning and immersing myself in ways to be the best version of myself so that I could serve others deeper than ever. So here's my question for you. Where are the areas? Here's my coaching question. So make sure you answer this. This is the tough one. Where are the areas in your life right now that you are intentionally not investing in your current self or your future self? There are so many ways to answer that. And it's okay if you're not sure, but give a shout out to something, because as we start to crack the egg, we can get the yolk out and start to make an omelet over here, people. When we don't take the time to deliberately STFD, slow the fun down, and serve ourselves and our future selves, we're intentionally or unintentionally doing harm to those around us and neglecting those we love the most, because we want to serve those we love the most. So here's my coaching question for you, my next coaching question for you. How has not investing in yourself prevented you from taking care of others to the depth that you truly want to? I'm going to ask that again in case, is just to let that one seep in, because even me just saying it hurts me a bit. How has not investing in yourself prevented you from taking care of others in the depth and breadth that you actually want to take care of others? So I'll point out some ways that I know I prevented it for myself. Again, talking about me so you could see it in you. So me not saying no to certain people so I could say yes to other people was me not giving people what they needed. I was giving people what they wanted. They wanted more of this. And that doesn't serve people when I give people what they want and not what they need. Right? It doesn't give them the opportunity to figure out how to serve or fend for themselves. There was a lot of times in my past, and even to the present day, where I'm still working on it, where I did not STFD, slow the fun down. And what ended up happening? I felt crispy. I got burnt out. And here I am crushing it for the other person. Also, the number one place that I just can't believe I was not willing to spend money on me, which was like, for my own personal transformation, which was just like having a car and not being willing to spend money on taking care of it, maintaining it, and repairing it, which only makes the vehicle, this thing here, unsafe to myself and everyone around me. And so now here I was at work and in my personal relationships, before meeting Lauren, a totally failed marriage, taking care of everyone but myself. And then what ended up happening? I wasn't able to take care of the people around myself anymore. And here's how it turns out. Because I used to be so neglectful on investing time and money and energy and saying no into myself. So I only have one super duper tiny tattoo that my sister gave me because she's a tattoo artist. But the one thing I do know of my friends who have tattoos, once they get one, they can't stop, right? When you start to invest in yourself, all of a sudden you start doing it more. Why? Because you start to build trust in yourself that OMG, Ermagard, every time I invest in here, I'm able to serve the people around me better. But it's easy to say it, harder to trust that happens. But it's what I experienced. It took me way too long to realize that. So when you walk into any investment, when you give yourself any investment, whether it's the investment of time or money, you go, all right, why am I investing in myself? How does this help me serve others? And you'll have an answer. And maybe when you do start serving yourself, you'll end up coming out with other tangential benefits of investing in yourself. You can't serve others if you don't serve yourself. And then there's, don't go, okay, I'm going to go out and buy a Louis Vuitton bag. No, stop, wait a minute, hold up, DJ Revolve it, right? Going out and buying a Louis Vuitton bag or a premium seat to the movies, right? It might feel nice temporarily, but that doesn't actually invest in yourself for your future self. So make sure that the investments that you're making aren't like, ooh, I'm going to buy the filet mignon with the gold crust on the top that's in 24 karat gold. No, If it doesn't make your future self better and the best version of you, then that's not an investment. That's a liability. So I'm going to ask you some tough coaching questions here. I'm going to lean in. And I trust that you're going to do this. First off, put this in the comment section. What do you need that you are not investing in yourself? What do you need? Not what you want. What do you need right now? Mindset-wise, physical-wise, heart-wise, energetic-wise. What do you need? Like actually need that you're not investing in yourself? Put that in the comment section. 2, what would be the return on the investment, the return on the time, the return on joy if you actually did invest in yourself within 3 months? Like within 3 months, how would that meeting that need, investing in yourself, how do you anticipate that would show up within 3 months if you fully did it guilt-free? And 3, how would investing in yourself serve those you love deeper? How would investing in yourself end up serving those you love deeper? Now, you might not know the exact answer, but we can start to go, Look, you have to invest responsibly when you do this. By the way, I look forward to reading your answers. If you have an immediate need, like paying for food or putting time into work to pay your rent so you can have a roof over your head, I'm not saying go just invest. You've got to risk responsibly. You've got to invest responsibly. Don't put yourself into a risk that you regret later because then you're like, oh, wow, I did it and my promise to myself didn't come true. But when you have that ability, when you're out of crisis mode, you start investing in yourself. And you're like, oh my gosh, when there's more for me, I can pour into other cups. When I'm not burnt out, I can light other people's candles. I'm going to be talking a lot more about this exact topic in the upcoming Positive Mindset Virtual Retreat, which is a 3-day event where I get to coach you and a very intimate group of people. And if that investment is already out of your comfort zone for both time and money, because it's a lot of time, but it is only a little money, I ask you this. How would you be able to come up with the minimal financial investment in 3 days of time to responsibly invest in yourself? And how would you even be able to pay it back or pay it forward? And by the way, if you want help in this conversation, because I've had to learn this stuff out for myself, direct message me, email me, and be like, I don't know how to think like this, Michael. Or this kind of thinking is uncomfortable for me. Because it was uncomfortable for me. I had the messages in my head for many years. You don't deserve to invest in yourself. You got to take care of everyone around you. So let me help you with that. And look, this isn't about the retreat, but whether I see you at the retreat on April 26th through 28th of 2024 or not, I'm just proud of you. Like I said, this was going to be a little longer for taking the time to sit down and watch this video and engage in this video. So here's my last coaching question for you. What was this mini coaching session here to teach you today? What was your biggest key from just sitting here today? So proud to be your mindset and self-leadership coach. My name is Michael Ian Cedar. Ichigo Ichi, my friends. Ichigo Ichi.